Hi everyone, in this video I'll be explaining dropout in deep learning in a simple way that I understand. So what is dropout? Dropout is simply a regularization technique or a method that is used in deep learning to prevent models from overfitting. And how does it work? It simply works by randomly deactivating the nodes or neurons in the layers of neural networks. So let's say you use PyTorch or TensorFlow and you apply dropout of 0.5. It literally means that you're dropping 50% of the neurons in the layers of the neural networks. But if you decide to use a dropout rate of maybe 0.8, it means you're dropping 80% of the neurons while you keep the remaining 20% to be active during training. So that's it. But in the end, it's still not enough. Let me try and see how I can explain with an analogy. Okay, I would say, for instance, we have a football team, and in the football team, we have 10 team players. We have the top performers and we have the average ones. So the coach decided to say, okay, in today's training, we'll be applying a technique called dropout, and we'll use dropout of rate of 0.5, which means maybe the team has 10 members and says, okay, 0.5 means we're dropping 5. We'll bench 5 team members and we'll go with 5 team members for each session. So what that means is that it actually enables the team members to perform very well. It fosters them to discover new patterns, new techniques while training. Because why? They are not training with the top performance, and you could say like, okay, today we are training, and they just realize by themselves, oh, Messi is not here with us, Ronaldo is not here. That means we have to do our best in order to become better or in order to perform well. So they work very hard. They are no more lazy than they would have been if they were all jam-packed together to play. You know very well, if they were all to play together, most of them will feel relaxed. Most of them will become lazy. They won't want to play. They say, he's already in the game. So Messi is in the game, Ronaldo is in the game. They will do the hard work for us. We'll just be there to do little work. So this is how dropout works. By doing this technique, or by applying this technique, it fosters them to learn, like I say, learn new things, learn new patterns, and realize themselves and become more better than they were. Now let's see in a real world scenario. Now, after which they've been trained, a live match or a football game begins. There's no longer training, but now in a real world, or let me say a real match, and you realize that they tend to perform excellently. And one funny thing is that during the football match, if for instance, unfortunately, their top performer actually has an injury or anything that might warrant the top performer leaving the game, others will be like, yes, we can still do it. After all, we during training we were able to train without him. So they'll try their best and they'll perform well and perhaps even win the game. But it's take it for instance, they were never in such position. They've never witnessed that before. And that's how machine learning works. They've never seen that data before. It's new to them. It's strange to them. So for them to see that, okay, our top performer is no longer here, it's strange. If they didn't pass through that process of dropout and reinforcing themselves to learn and realize themselves, they would literally feel wobbly. Why? Because they are now exposed to new data, they are exposed to new scenarios. So that's how dropout works. If you have too many neurons, you can drop them down and work with the ones that you can. However, there is no one size fit all for dropout rates. Dropout rates could range from zeros to one. That is the rate. It doesn't pass, it doesn't go below, it is not negative values, it's not beyond one. So it's within zeros to one. And you need to understand that, like I said, there's no one size fit all. So you can't say all the time 0.5, but mostly recommended, the most recommended dropout rate is 0.5, and you can use 0.7, 0.8. The best thing is always to experiment, just experiment, keep on experimenting, and you'll discover which of the rates is the best rate to be used. So that's it. And if you feel I've missed something, please feel free to add it to what I have said so far. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Goodbye.